But if blood must be spilled,
We know you're up there.
let it be theirs and not yours. Whatever it takes, Enzo. Do what must be done. Face to face, you'll see a fear in a man's eyes.
Put down the knife.
That's when you know you have won. Strike then and end it. A blade is a beautiful thing. It has a single purpose. It is a means to an end. Master yours and remember, it is not the steel that kills, but the hand that guides it.
You can't beat me, Carus.
Not every problem can be solved with a knife. Sometimes, you need to light a fire under someone just to get them to listen. But our family's message is always heard. Our thing is your life now.
Così tu?
Sogno Enzo. Travaglio qua.
Amici, famiglia, mia figlia bellissima, Isabella.
Don Torrisi ci offre protezione alla gente del posto. Certe volte ci sono clienti non troppo ben disposti e noi dobbiamo...
Darci una lezione.
a riguardare i loro debiti.
Questa è una cosa nostra e di Spadaro.
Non vengo io, la parola data è sacra.
Se è chi so che è domone, non c'è nessun problema.
Oh donna sa donetà, Enzo. Questa è un'opportunità.
Giuri di dedicare il corpo, anima e sangue a questa famiglia.
Enzo, non lasciamone fuori!
Ma una volta che ci hai messo dentro mezzo Isabella, le cose canciaro.
Picchi buttare!
Morio per me pace, per l'onore so. Non te lo lascio fare pure a te.
Abbiamo un traditore.
Questa cosa è stata mia e tia.
Questa famiglia lealtà è tutto.
Non sempre potremo decidere che duca facciamo.
Chiedo che siamo sì, però.
E tu così, Enzo?
Stronzo won't even have us inside. I wouldn't let you in my house either.
What? It's still here. I don't see anything. I see him. There he is.
That Torrisi takes care of his family and his affairs. Will you do that, Enzo? I will. Good. Let's go.
Enzo! We can't let them get away! I drive. You shoot. It won't last much longer. Bye! Wonder our returns. Where have you been? Nowhere. Been busy.
Mafia: The Old Country is an upcoming narrative-driven action-adventure title developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K, scheduled for release on August 8, 2025 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows PC via Steam and GeForce Now. As the fourth mainline entry in the Mafia franchise and a prequel to the original Mafia 2002, this installment explores the deep historical roots of organized crime in early 20th century Sicily, offering a richly cinematic and character-focused experience set decades before Tommy Angelo's rise in Lost Heaven. Set primarily in and around San Celeste, a fictional Sicilian city inspired by real-world architecture, culture, and geography, Mafia: The Old Country follows the story of Enzo Favara, a young man born into generational hardship as an indentured laborer in the sulfur mines of southern Sicily. After a violent turning point, Enzo is swept into the inner circles of the Torrisi crime family, one of the first organized factions of what would later evolve into the modern Cosa Nostra. As Enzo rises through the ranks, the game unfolds across several years of power struggles, betrayals, and moral dilemmas, echoing classic Mafia films like The Godfather Part 2, Once Upon a Time in America, and Gomorrah. Unlike the large open-world format of Mafia 3, The Old Country adopts a tighter, more linear structure that emphasizes emotional storytelling, curated missions, and immersive world-building over sandbox excess. Gameplay remains in third-person perspective, blending cinematic gunplay, stealth sequences, melee combat, and vintage-era driving mechanics. For the first time in the series, horseback riding is also featured, essential to the rugged terrain of rural Sicily. A new instinct mode adds a tactical overlay to stealth and gunfights, allowing players to track enemy movement, highlight usable objects, and assess visibility in tense infiltration scenarios. Developed in Unreal Engine 5, the game boasts cutting-edge visuals from volumetric lighting across sun-drenched Italian countrysides to hyper-detailed character models that reflect period-accurate clothing, scars, and dirt. Dynamic weather, smoke, and fog effects lend added drama to ambushes, raids, and stormy countryside chases. The city of San Celeste itself is a living character with bustling markets, political unrest, and simmering tensions between noble families, labor syndicates, and foreign interests. A standout feature is the full native Sicilian dub, with additional voice acting available in English, Spanish, French, and German, while Italian is offered in subtitles only. The inclusion of the regional dialect reflects the game's cultural authenticity, developed in partnership with Italian-based Stormine Games, who contributed to environmental art, linguistic details, and local customs. Developer diaries have revealed deep attention to historical accuracy, with motion capture performances filmed on sets inspired by early 1900s Sicilian villages and manor houses. Though it remains a single-player experience, The Old Country supports a new gameplay mode unlocked post-campaign called Vendetta Mode, where players revisit previous areas with randomized objectives, escalating notoriety, and optional permadeath for added challenge. This roguelite light layer adds to replayability without disrupting the tightly paced main story. In terms of presentation and tone, The game leans heavily into mature themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the cost of violence, exploring how young men like Enzo are pulled into cycles of brutality under the guise of honor and tradition. The score, composed by returning series composer Jesse Harlan, mixes orchestral arrangements with period-appropriate folk instruments, while ambient music from street performers and record players deepen immersion. Gameplay showcases at PAX East 2025 and Summer Game Fest 2025 revealed extended mission footage featuring tense family gatherings, backroom deals, and action-packed getaways through narrow countryside roads. Reactions from both press and fans have been overwhelmingly positive, particularly praising the game's atmosphere, pacing, and attention to Sicilian cultural identity. With its emphasis on narrative fidelity, refined gameplay mechanics, and authentic historical setting, Mafia: The Old Country is shaping up to be a bold, emotionally resonant return to the series' roots. Designed to appeal to longtime fans and first-time players alike, it represents Hangar 13's most focused and artistically ambitious project yet. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy.